Welcome to the Cedric Live Show. On today's show, we have two very interesting guests. The first is Steve Ayeny, a producer, actor, director of the critically acclaimed Kony Order From Above. And the other guest is Babuza, a graduate of the Stanbic Business Incubator and a director at one of Uganda's top restaurants, Piato. Welcome back to the Cedric Live Show. My first guest today is Stephen Ayeny, a producer, an actor, a director, and now you've just produced the movie Kony Order From Above. Welcome to the show, Steve.
Thank you so much, Cedric. Thank you for hosting me.
It's for me, it's a pleasure to have you. You know, I've watched the show, fantastic show, but we'll get into that in more detail. I heard. It might be a whisper that there's some nominations coming. Selection.
Yeah.
For what?
For the Oscars.
Okay, yeah. That's a good thing. So we'll wait till you get nominated, right?
Thank you, yes.
Yeah, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
But tell me a little bit about yourself. You know, you're a producer, you're an actor, you're a director. You know, first, before we even get into that,
well,
how did you grow up? What did you do, you know?
Well, my name is Ayeny Steve. My father was Ayeny Thompson, late now, and my mother Ayeny Rose. I was born in northern Uganda.
Where specifically?
In Lira.
In Lira.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. And in 1985. Yes, so I'm old enough now.
Yeah, well, it depends on who you're speaking to.
Well, yes. So went to school in northern Uganda during the war.
Yes.
And it was hard and terrible. So I had to come back to Kampala in my S5, yeah.
Okay. Did you after S5 did you go to on to further education, or you stopped there? Or?
Well, yeah, I went to Bethany High School.
Okay.
After Bethany, I went to Eagle's Nest, where I sat my S6, and then went to UCU for a very short time because that was the time when my father died. I was doing development studies.
Right.
When he died, I went to MTAC to do human resource management. And then there was a gentleman we used to work with UBC, George Sengendo.
Yes.
Yes, I met him with my sister because he was trying to talk my sister into filmmaking. And, you know, it happened that my sister just said, why don't you nurture young talents like this instead of me who is looking at something else? So he told me about UFT, Uganda Film and Television Institute, and I told him I didn't have the money to pay. Then he told me, no, come and start, you'll get the money along the way. Okay. And while I was, you know, studying, there was an opportunity at NUTI, you said, at the time, that was 2008. For a documentary, it was advertised on newspapers. And for the first time, I just got excited and I said, I need to apply, but I didn't have a company then. So I went to them, I talked to them, I told them, you know, I've got a way that I'll pay for my tuition. They said, tell us. I said, there's a call for a documentary. We applied, we got it to do, yeah, and to do 17 dances of Acholi. We went and it was a very big success.
So this is how you got into production. That was actually going to be my next question.
Yeah.
How did you get into production of film, documentaries and things like that? So that's how you got into production.
Yes.
And your first production is called?
That first production was called actually the 17 Dances of Acholi.
Where is it? Where can I find it?
It's actually on YouTube.
Okay.
Fortunately, yeah. 17
Dances
of Acholi.
So you guys out there, go and look for 17 Dances of Acholi by Steve Ayeny.
Well, no, it was produced, that time I didn't have a company.
Okay.
I was just part of, George directed it.
Right.
I was a producer and also doing camera at the same time. So, yeah. So it was under UFT, Uganda Film and Television Institute.
So since then, how much have you done? How much have you done in the industry?
Well, a lot, a lot.
Have you produced a lot of films, directed, acted?
Yes. So in 2019, I again got another chance to work for the BBC.
Okay.
Yes. Fortunately, they were looking for a driver. I've always been a very good driver, people say. And they needed someone.
What determines a good driver? That you don't have an accident, or is it, what?
Well, maybe that's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I drive, you're a driver too.
Yes.
So when I drive, you sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always very hard for a driver to be very comfortable.